Sir, are you speaking?
No.
Okay.
अच्छा, हमारा लाइव हो चुका है। तो बस हम 2-3 मिनट और वेट करके इंशाल्लाह 10:05 पे स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं। अच्छा जी, 10:05 हो गए। तो हम स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं आज के सेशन को। ठीक है। Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are starting the today's session on topic resourcefulness, how to progress against the odds. आज हम फाउंडर्स एज प्रोग्राम के सेशन, पूरे सीरीज के आज के सेशन में हम डॉक्टर माहीन अमजद, जो कि ट्रेनर फॉर दिस सेशन है, उनसे हम इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे सुनेंगे कि रिसोर्सफुलनेस और स्टार्टअप के लिए इसकी क्या अहमियत है। सो डॉक्टर माहीन अमजद, शी इज़ एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, और बहुत सारे स्टार्टअप्स के अंदर उन्होंने काम किया एज अ ट्रेनर, एज अ मेंटोर। सो वी आर वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू डॉक्टर माहीन अमजद, जिन्होंने हमें अगेन एस्पायर के लिए टाइम दिया है और हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को इस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे बेहतरीन इंसाइट्स भी शेयर करेंगे और पार्टिसिपेंट्स की क्वेरीज को भी सुनेंगे और उसको भी एड्रेस करेंगे। सो विद दैट आई एम लीविंग द फ्लोर टू रिस्पेक्टेड डॉक्टर माहीन अमजद, द फ्लोर इज योर्स। डॉक्टर माहीन, यू आर ऑन म्यूट।
Thank you. Yes, I was looking at my slide. Thank you, Izar Saab, for your kind introduction. And hello and अस्सलाम वालेकुम everybody. पहले कुछ कंफर्मेशन करना चाहूंगी, मेरी आवाज क्लियर है आप लोगों को?
थोड़ा सा डिस्टॉर्टेड है, बहुत ज़्यादा
Okay.
क्लियर नहीं है।
Is it better now?
यस,
Still
प्रीटी मच बेटर।
okay, still distorted. Please confirm.
ओके, श्योर।
Okay. So thank you so much for inviting me again to have this lovely conversation with all of you. With this topic, I would like to add, very real conversation, very real conversation. I would not like to read the slides. आप खुद पढ़ लीजिएगा. Pointers आप मुझसे ज़्यादा बेहतर समझ सकते हैं. आप लोग सब involved हैं learning में. So my role today is to tell you exactly what does it means behind the words. I will have a very clear conversation with you so that you don't take a very long, undirected way, but you understand what is the reality on ground and how you have to mold your vision. Okay. और vision को लेते हुए, resourcefulness को लेते हुए, इस पे जो है हम आपके ideas को लेते हुए बात करेंगे. All right. So let's start with something. Number one thing is funding, which is very necessary for expansion, but it is not necessary to start your idea. Number one. Okay. Number two is this. Please understand that as an entrepreneur, आप लोग अपने ideas को लेके उस पे काम कर रहे हो. All right. So that's your area of interest. You like to work on those areas because you understand that you see, by understanding, you see the potential in the market as well. Okay. That's why you're working on it. But understand that every market has their capacity. Every market has their cycle. So as a newbie, you have to understand that how would you like to capture the attention of the ones who are majorly holding the shares? All right. So your game is not only winning the psychology of the market, but also intimidating the cycle that you are in the market. So it's something we call consistency. एक बहुत छोटा सा word है, which nobody likes it because as an entrepreneur, everybody will get tired. Okay. So the only winning round over here is consistency. Or consistency, the cycle is very, very simple. Okay. Whatever you have to do, you have to do without.
सॉरी फॉर इंटरप्शन, डॉक्टर माही।
You
आपकी
cannot hear
आवाज़
me?
काफ़ी धीमी धीमी आ रही
Okay.
है।
Okay. In this way, can you hear
हार्ड
me?
टू अंडरस्टैंड। जी।
In this way, can you hear me?
क्लियरली आवाज़ नहीं आ रही है आपकी।
Can you hear me now?
वीकेंड, लेकिन थोड़ा धीमी आवाज़ आ रही है, पर काफ़ी डिम सा।
All right. अब सही आ रही है?
जी, अभी बेहतर हो गई।
अभी better हो गई है. All right. So I'm going to speak this way. Let
या,
me open the chat box. Okay. Two voices are coming. Thank you, Fatima and Tarek. Is it better now?
यस, बेटर नाउ।
Perfect. Perfect. All right. So we were talking about resourcefulness, and I was talking about the idea from where you have to begin, or what are you good at? You already know, you see the potential, but sometimes you have to understand that sometimes the market does not see the potential, number one. Number two is that sometimes there is a lot of competition and monopoly in the market, and you feel like you need a funding. You need more experience and support in order to expand, which is true, but that's not the whole point. Because when you have decided you have to become an entrepreneur, you have to play with the mind. You have to create the minds which respects you and validates what are you doing. That's a whole different game for resourcefulness. Okay. So I was talking about with this scenario, I was talking about um, the one word that you have to use is consistency and how you're going to work through that. So we are going to understand how this consistency words are going to save you from a lot of trouble. Okay, so before I start my conversation, how many of you have already started genuinely making your game on ground? कौन properly काम कर रहा है as an entrepreneur? And number two वो लिखेंगे जो अभी सीख रहे हैं और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वो मार्केट में एंट्री करें. जो ऑलरेडी मार्केट में इंटर हैं वो 1 लिखें, जो कर रहे हैं वो 2 लिखें, जो करना चाहते हैं in the chat box. 2. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you, Bilal. Thank you, Kalizera. Thank you, Shazad. Okay, that's great. So with this, the conversation will be very, very simple. Okay? तो ये बेटा आप लोग पढ़ लीजिएगा. ठीक है? This is something you to read because I believe जब तक number और facts नहीं देखते, लोगों को believe नहीं आता. So for that consistency, I've put this thing in the slide. Okay? Which says like number of new beginners, why they fail. Okay? And how much funds usually the successful entrepreneurs started with. Okay? And why mindset is more important than money. All right, and how you can use free tools in order to escalate your reach. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, so all of you over here, सब resourceful है, every one of you. Okay, अगर लग रहा है कि reach नहीं बढ़ रही है तो इसका मतलब ये है कि आप अभी तक अपने आपने नई रोड्स नहीं डिस्कवर किए, आपने कोशिश नहीं की नए रास्ते देखने के लिए. ओके, सो समटाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि यू हैव कंप्लीट रिजेक्शन अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन बिकॉज शायद आप विजन बहुत ज्यादा आगे कर रहे हो और आपको मार्केट अंडरस्टैंड नहीं कर रही. समटाइम्स ये होता है कि आपका विजन ऑलरेडी एक्सेप्टेड है मार्केट में और आप मजीद एड ऑन सर्विसेज नहीं दे रहे कि आपको फैसिलिटेट किया जाए. They're okay with whatever is available in the market. Okay, so looking at that, you need to see where you have to knock the ground. So as a Pakistani, please understand that you need to please understand that when you are an entrepreneur, you are actually not just being entrepreneur for Pakistan. अगर आप अभी समझ रहे हैं कि आप सिर्फ 2-3 शहरों को कैटर करेंगे या अपनी कम्युनिटी को कैटर करेंगे, it's not going to work for you. So whatever you're doing, you're already global. You already are across the border because you are on social media. Okay. So whoever is going to talk to you, whoever would like to discover you, find the reference, they would like to find you in the Google first page. And I'm sure you all already are if you are genuinely working on your digital presence and you are practically working on your idea. Okay. So if you want, again, to understand after identifying the problem, you're working on the gap, after listing down all the things that you need to operate, you have the solution, you have tested already, all right, and you got the feedback, everything you have done it already, in which you are doing. I have heard a lot of presentations before from you. I see some similar names. I'm not good with the names, but I'm very good with pictures. I see a couple of, pictures which were there in the last presentation. So you guys know exactly what you're doing and what you need to do. But better understand that to reach that market, you need to understand the lazy step. And the lazy step is किससे आपको पहले benefit होगा क्योंकि आपको survive करना है. ये खिदमत खल्क नहीं है entrepreneurship. You need to survive first with that idea so that you sustain it. And after sustaining it, you can genuinely sustain the whole community for a very, very, very long time. Not just your local community, but the global community as well. अगर आपके अंदर ये समझ अभी भी नहीं आ रही किस तरह से आपको कोलैबोरेशन लानी है, कौन आपके सही लोग हैं, आप ग्रो नहीं करेंगे, आपको रिजेक्शन ज्यादा मिलेगी. ओके, सो कोई एक दो बंदा अपना बिजनेस आइडिया रखे. I would like to give an example what they can do. Okay, but know that you will get the right direction, you will get more expansion, you will feel more resourceful when you know exactly who are the pioneer in the market and how you can highlight your presence to them. ठीक है? That all of the investors and bigger connectors, they don't need anything, but they want to see your consistency. Okay? They don't want to see your ratios in the beginning, but they want to see how ready you are to get tired in order to get achievement. Okay? So if you don't show the consistency again, you will not be entertained. This is the one simple thing. Okay? Okay. ये बातें आप लोगों ने आई एम श्योर इंस्टाग्राम रील में भी सुना हुआ होगा एवरीथिंग सो बेटा आई वुड लाइक टू टेक यू I would like to take you genuinely to the last slide first, and then I'll take you to the rest of the slides. Okay? Can you read it properly, all of you? This is the sum of the conversation. Sum of the conversation that you must understand, और आप बहुत सही टाइम पे इस conversation को सुनने आए हैं जहां पे आपको अपनी डायरेक्शन को रीडायरेक्शन करना चाहिए if you're not following this. Okay? Number one, not every idea what you think is right is going to be accepted in the market. Number one. So जब शुरू में आइडिया ऐसा आता है कि लोग उसको ट्रस्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आपको उसको यूजर फ्रेंडली बनाना पड़ता है ताकि लोग मोल्ड हों आपकी तरफ आने के लिए. Okay? And always know that success is not something कि आपने एक महीने में 100 यूनिट कर ली और सेकंड महीने में आप 50 यूनिट गेन कर रहे हो and then you moving towards 20. It's not showing the progress. The progress is something, sometimes you get 100,000, 1,500, then 20 again, but you have to see how many people are consistently coming back to you. Okay? So this is something you need to work on. So if this cycle does not develop, it's going to hurt you. How many of you are actively, honestly, actively highlighting your vision, the product, the prototype in social media, digitally? How many of you? Please write on the chat box if you cannot speak. Not yet. Okay. All right. Anybody else? I will assume nobody is working digitally. Okay. अगर आपका business idea, entrepreneurial idea has to do with services, you need to highlight it that way. Okay. बहुत सारे sectors होते हैं which works on financial grounds, on humanitarian grounds, on educational grounds, many other ways, many other ways. It can be either product or it can be service. Okay. So when you are actually seeking validation to invest, either you want to go for a bank loan or you want to go for collaboration, partnershiping, finding any client or maybe a possible customer who can actually try your services and product. So they would like to browse you. हम सब ये करते हैं. ये humanly instinct है भी सब करते हैं इसको. How if you're not present over there, it's going to hurt your reputation. So you need to work on your digital presence. Number one, सबसे बड़ी resourcefulness यही है, and nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. Why I say that? One of the reason micro and small businesses does not go up because they do not believe in entrepreneurial marketing. This is one of the things which they can cash on for their presence. That's your resourcefulness. So your visiting card doesn't matter. If you are sitting over there in the room full of people and if you're just talking and they browse you, they do not find any of the things that you say online, you are not a resourceful person. Though you are resourceful yourself, but for them you're not. And you're not actually cashing it out. So resourcefulness exactly is your time and energy in the big, if you are an entrepreneur, if you want to become an entrepreneur, and if you have zero money, if you really, really want to show your presence, build the trust, gain validation. So you need to work on it. This is something which you cannot deny. Any services. If you're not being seen, I think um, you cannot sell yourself. Okay? उर्दू में क्या बोलते हैं जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, right? So this is the whole philosophy over here of what I'm trying to tell you for resourcefulness. That's step number one. Number two is this. बेटे सबसे पहले आप लोगों को survival की तरफ जाना है, from where you can find a chunk so that you can expand yourself with time. तो आपको किन के साथ collaboration करनी है, कहाँ से आपके पास ज्यादा अमाउंट आ सकता है, हर किसी के different areas हैं. Okay, so try to highlight all of the money making organization genuinely which is listed, not saying genuinely जो on books लिखे हुए हो. You need to highlight them and you need to get to them and you need to sell your product or services over there. Every industries have their money making organization. You need to stay in contact with them. That's the step number two. Okay, so these are the only two steps where you get successful. और इसके अलावा मुझे नहीं पता मुझे और कोई सक्सेस मिली है. ठीक है, और अगर आप चाहें तो आप और कोई मैकेनिज्म ट्राई कर सकते हैं, बट यू नीड टू गेट आउट ऑफ योर कंफर्ट जोन एंड यू नीड टू फाइंड न्यू वेज. अगर आपको आपका एरिया सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा, you have to move to another area, contact different people across the borders, and then you have to find more attention. But if your step one is not done, resourcefulness is not being tapped. Okay, so start with one idea. Okay, and look how people are responding and change your direction accordingly. If you can change your vision, you can do that. But if you cannot compromise your idea because you know it's a winning idea, then please find another place to carry on with that. Okay, you have resources. I told you step very clearly, very clearly. This is how you do in the beginning. Step one, clear करें, digitally present हो, जो बोल रहे हैं वो दिख भी रहा हो. ठीक है, लाइक और कमेंट्स नहीं चाहिए, आपकी प्रेजेंस चाहिए. whatever you're saying consistently वो शो हो रहा है. All right, at least 3 posts per week. Okay, this is what you need to do. And then number two, then you get the right contract connection with the people who are giants in your market. You have to have the way to have connection with them. Okay, so you need to have a very strong team. Okay, have a team of 2 people, but genuinely who are giving their 100%. Do not have 100 people who do nothing. Okay, so this is something I wanted to share. Somebody's writing in the chat box. When I started my business, mostly people said you can start with simple one, don't need to spend on packaging much. Yeah, a fourth, okay, beta samavat. Packaging is different, okay? But your presence in digital media is different, okay? So if you Google your company name or whatever the name was of your services, can you find it? How many posts you can find it? How AI is reviewing you is important, okay? So that's step number one, okay? अगर शुरू में आप lean packaging करते हो, lean mechanism करते हो, all right, that's also very good. There is no need for that, okay? But digital presence is important, okay? But if you want to have a niche where you want to target people who attract with packaging and you have a high price, standard high profit in return, then you have to focus towards packaging. But if it's average, do not waste your time on packaging and effort on packaging. Just find a regular way to facilitate with 100% secure product to them. That's it. ठीक है, क्वालिटी कॉम्प्रोमाइज ना करें और प्रोडक्ट एंड तक पहुंचे. लेकिन अगर आप नहीं आ रहे हो बेटा गूगल पेज के फर्स्ट पेज पे, then that means आप नहीं दिख रहे हो. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. I hope I've answered you. Okay. Okay. One more thing. सोचे ज़्यादा नहीं. Do not think too much. Start acting, because entrepreneurship is something, when you take one step, you will have problems to solve. And when you think you have solved the problem, then new problems will enter. You have to keep solving challenges on and on. और ये steps आपको खुद ही सिखा देंगी. It's as simple as that. It's Entrepreneurship is very, very simple if you have courage to face the problem. If you have courage to get out of your, seat, stand and face the problem. So this thing which say trying to be fully first ready is impossible. You can never start. Okay. So you need to have readiness to jump in the ocean, and you will eventually know. Okay, learning more instead of doing again. You have to be a doer rather than preparing yourself again and again. Have knowledge, but start working on it as you decide. Okay. Um, do not share your operational plan to anybody. Okay. आपने अगर अपना आइडिया बताने के बजाय आपने पूरा अपना ब्लूप्रिंट लोगों के सामने रख दिया है, तो it's very easy to copy. So one thing is that, and number two is that, if you're talking to the right people, dear entrepreneurs, then right people means who are ready to collaborate with you. Please do not act like you are being sneaky. So you have to be extremely transparent with them so that they can trust you, have confidence in you, and they see your confidence yourself, and you can execute the plan with them. Okay. I see something else. How to achieve initial investment for the development of a product for functionality ready to use. What is your product, Ahad? What is your product, Ahad? Software service. Yes, you can have Aspire seed funds. Definitely, you can have one of them. Us, I don't know. In the beginning, when you seek financial help, Ahad, which bounds you for a long term for anyone, with anybody, and it cuts your wing or ties your wing, so it's better you find um, investment by yourself. Okay? There are many people out there. For example, I told, in different university, you can take membership by registering your business. You can go to chambers. There are chambers in every city. Okay, you can go talk to them. They will give you money. You will find many collaborations out of there. Okay, Karachi chambers hain, Lahore chambers hain, Hyderabad mein hoga. Everywhere there are chambers. Go and talk to them. Okay, after registering yourself, having membership from there, they will listen to you because they will take you serious. Okay, and when you have conversation, then you have to see the negotiation, Ahad. How would you actually um, take the partnershiping or collaboration with them? ठीक है. तो शुरू में जब आइडिया अच्छा होता है, जो बहुत वाइज बिजनेस जो पर्सन होते हैं वो देख लेते हैं, and then if you think the idea is going to eventually hijack, so it's better you start and then you take money for expansion and then you keep them on percentage. ठीक है. So seed funding is better. You start with the designated, Aspire seed funds. But again, secure your idea during the pre-seed or seed timings. And when you want to modify, expand, I think it's better to go for more investment. I'm telling you because it's a Pakistani way. And also I've seen many other people taking advantage of this. Okay. So we have to be very, very careful. And lastly, मेरी utmost request है आप लोगों के साथ, please, like pretty please, do not seek validation, approval or guidance जो आपका काम नहीं कर रहे, जो entrepreneurs नहीं हैं और जो वो नहीं समझते हैं. So please, if they are your friends, their family, anyone, maybe you take them as your mentors, but if they are not practically working on it, please do not take their advice. Okay, you can ask them for the connection, for the right networking. आप इसको जानते हो, उनसे मुझे कनेक्ट करवाते हैं, वो उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करते हैं, क्या मैं उनसे बात कर सकता हूँ, हाउ कैन आई रीच देम आउट, दैट्स ग्रेट, बट not more than that. Okay. Okay. All right. So do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? Yes. Yes, I can genuinely give you one. Okay. I really want you guys to please write down 3 things, and that's your homework. अपने आप को 1 हफ्ता दें, 1 महीना दें, but you have to do this. Okay, do not exceed it more than 4 weeks. You need to list down all of the companies in Pakistan who are working close to your idea. Number 1. Okay, highlight 20 of them. 20 वो होंगे जो registered हैं, उनका website दिखता है, उनके product services बिकती हैं. Okay, those. You list 20 of them. I'm not saying 100, 20 of them. When you do that, after that, go and find who are the managers in the company. All right? And connect with them on LinkedIn. Talk to them. Number 3 is that when you know exactly who are the people and you know exactly what are the organization, then you have to list 5 banks in Pakistan who are facilitating your idea. Okay, and then you look into them. All right, so ये सब 3 step आप करेंगे, 4 step, because when you go search 5 banks who are facilitating your idea and you connect with the people, all right, then I think you will start moving from the place that you are in and you will start connecting with them. It's going to help you. उनके जरिए आपको मजीद कनेक्शंस मिलेंगी, मजीद डायरेक्शंस मिलेंगी. अगर 10 में से 9 ने जवाब दे दिया, 1 जवाब जरूर देगा. Okay, but you need to work mindfully how you have to approach. Okay, ma'am, I started this first and e-commerce marketplace for industrial waste and that's job. Very good. Pakistan market economy economy lack of rules regulation. This should switch market that UK illegal from destroy that stock or unsold inventory. Would you suggest? Inshallah, I've always made a lot of money when I moved outside Pakistani market, because this is something you can show your presence that you're operating in Pakistan, but you can facilitate the foreign countries. Okay, so this is one thing I can suggest here. Okay, look for Indonesia. Okay, what's the 4th point? All right, okay. 4th point, top 20 companies in Pakistan who's working in your idea. And then number 2 is that reach all the managers of that company on LinkedIn. Okay, possible people who are in the LinkedIn. Then step number 3 is highlight 5 banks in Pakistan who are facilitating funding for your ideas. There are banks, they are working. Okay, they are working on them. और उसके बाद again आप 4th point ये है कि उन banks के CSR managers heads होते हैं, search them out and connect with them on LinkedIn. All right, you will find emails and every details in the bank, banking website. So find it out, reach them out. Okay? These are the four simple steps जिसके जरिए आपको बहुत सारी चीज समझ में आ जाएंगी. How people are responding to you, how people would like to hear the answers from you. And you every time you will improve yourself when you move towards the next person. Okay? So you can make it 100. It's up to you, but start with 20. Okay? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So this is one simple step. और दूसरी बात ये है बेटे please आप लोग please take tutorial of Canva. I know not everybody would like to work on Canva. There are many AI like Cloud, not Note LLM, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं बेटे go for it and kindly show your work. This is the first step of resourcefulness. If you're not being seen, what you say, what you want to do is not going to work. Okay? Either you want to start with, anything, digital money, anything, any field. If you're not there, what you say, we don't see, it's not going to work. Okay? You good, everyone? No? Yes? Okay. Thank you for thumbs up. You don't have to hide away with your competitors in the market. You have to show your presence. आपकी मर्जी है आप उनके साथ सीखना चाहते हो या काम करना चाहते हो. Okay? If you shy away and you think you're not ready to meet them, then you're not going to ever deal with them in competition. Okay? So find people who have the right let's be very direct, who can use your product very definitely. Okay, or services. When I am clicking on okay, please share the case study. Yes, I will be sharing the link, dear Ibrahim, to Izarullah Sahab, and he will be sending you the link. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Participants, if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask.
Sami has asked about area of customer. Sami bete, I think you should go for regional. You have to check your region. Okay, Sami?
थैंक यू मैडम, आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग थी. तो असल चीज़ जो है, जब हम सब लोग जो हैं वो अभी न्यू हैं, काफ़ी चीज़ें हमने लर्न की हैं. तो अब कई ऐसे टास्क हैं जो हमारे लिए सबके लिए नए हैं. इसलिए मतलब ना, जिस तरह केस स्टडी की बात भी कर रहे हैं, तो किसी के प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट के अंदर प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, किसी की सर्विसेज को डिलीवर करने में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. तो अब स्टार्ट कहाँ से करना है और किस तरह करना है कि हम जो है ना वो अर्निंग स्टार्ट कर दें. अब मैं बीइंग फाउंडर ऑफ द एग्री सिंक एआई, जो बेसिकली सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रही है जो एग्रीकल्चर डिफरेंट फार्मर्स को. इवन वेरी ब्रॉड विजन है इसका, लेकिन मेरे पास फंडिंग वो लोग जो हैं वो टच हो रहे हैं, आ रहे हैं कि मतलब मैं उनकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने की कोशिश भी कर रहा हूँ. लेकिन वो जो भी चीज़ है वो सस्टेनेबल होगी तो मैं हाथ लगाना पसंद कर रहा हूँ. तो उसको हम किस तरह, मैं अपनी कोई भी सोल्यूशन है या प्रॉब्लम तो मैं सॉल्व करता हूँ तो वो सस्टेनेबल रहे. असल चीज़ ये है. इसीलिए फिर वो डिजिटल, जिस तरह आप कह रहे हैं कि अपनी प्रेजेंस शो करें, तो अगर फर्स्ट मतलब मैं अपनी प्रेजेंस शो कर देता हूँ, अगर मेरे पास इतनी एबिलिटी नहीं है कि मैं उसको प्रॉपरली हैंडल कर सकूँ वो चीज़ें, तो वो फेलियर की तरफ चला जाऊँगा मैं. इसलिए अभी हमें सारे ऑलमोस्ट जो है ना वो डिजिटल उस चीज़ की तरफ नहीं जा रहे हैं. तो इसमें थोड़ा हमें गाइड करें मेरे को.
तो तारिक बेटे, अभी आपको मसला डिजिटल प्रेजेंस पे हो रहा है या जो आपको अमाउंट मिल रही है उसको सिक्योर करने का हो रहा है, सस्टेन करने के लिए?
मुझे अमाउंट नहीं, मुझे वो ना मतलब, क्योंकि मैं सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करना चाह रहा हूँ, जिस तरह सपोज किया कि मैंने मतलब एग्री सिंक का बिजनेस है, फार्मर्स के अंदर जो ना कोई भी उनकी प्रोड्यूस है, जिस तरह अभी एक फार्मर है, उसकी कोई 500 गायें हैं, तो वो उनका जो है मुझे कह रहा है कि मिल्क जो है ना वो 160 का वहाँ पर बेच रहा है। अब वो कहते हैं कि आप मुझसे कोई 7,000 लीटर मिल्क डेली आप यहाँ से मेरा आप, किस तरह इसको सेल आउट करा सकते हैं। तो ये एक छोटी सी बात। अब मैं क्योंकि वो उनको सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड इसमें चाह रहा हूँ, तो मेरा है भी यही कि फार्मर की जो इनकम इनकम है वो कैसे हम इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं। एक तो ये है कि डायरेक्ट मैं उनकी पैकेजिंग करके यहाँ पर मार्केट में जो ना डिफरेंट स्टोर्स पे दे दूँ, तो वो अब सस्टेनेबल रहेगी कि नहीं रहेगी, मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम ये बन गई। क्योंकि वो एक दफ़ा तो मैं उनसे कमिटमेंट करेंगे, उसको किस तरह मैं आगे फर्दर लेके चलूँ। इसी तरह और भी उनके प्रोडक्ट्स हैं उसी मतलब एक फार्मर के, क्योंकि फार्मर थे जो बाहर भेजते थे मतलब कतर में या वेजिटेबल वगैरह फूड वगैरह। अब क्योंकि हर कंट्री की जो क्वारंटीन रिक्वायरमेंट है वो डिफरेंट है, तो अब उनको मतलब पेस्टिसाइड रेजिड्यू का जो प्रॉब्लम बनी, तो वो मतलब मैं ख़त्म तो उनकी करा दूंगा, लेकिन अब उनको वहाँ से वो ऑर्डर कैसे मिलेगा कि कतर से, दुबई से, क्योंकि वहाँ पर पहले तो ऑर्डर जनरेट करने के लिए होगा, तो फिर ही आगे से कोई काम चलेगा ना। ये इस थोड़े से इशू है इस तरह।
तो लीड जनरेशन में आपको मसला आ रहा है तारिक?
मतलब मुझे अब जो है ना वो कि जिस तरह कुछ फार्मर अपना प्रोडक्ट जो है वो मेरे थ्रू मार्केट में सेल कराना चाह रहे हैं, वो इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में भी चाह रहे हैं और लोकल भी चाह रहे हैं, ताकि उनकी इनकम जो है वो इम्प्रूव हो जाए। सारी बात मैंने वो इसमें अपनी सर्विसेज लेंगी, इसमें काइंडली आप मुझे गाइड करेंगे।
तारिक,
क्योंकि
इंटरनेशनल मार्केट के लिए आप वो प्रोडक्ट, उसको बाय प्रोडक्ट्स वो बनाओ जो सस्टेन कर सके, शेल्फ लाइफ जिसकी ज्यादा हो।
जी जी
ठीक है।
जी।
और कराची आपसे कितना दूर है तारिक?
मैं इस्लामाबाद बैठा हूँ मैडम।
इस्लामाबाद में हो?
जी।
इस्लामाबाद भी बड़ी मार्केट है, कम ऑन तारिक। So I think you should go with byproducts, Tariq, if you can manage that.
अब बाई प्रोडक्ट दूध के तो चीज़ भी है, फिर ग्रीक योगर्ट है। अब मैं अकेला हूँ, लेकिन स्पेस भी है मेरे पास, चीज़ें भी हैं,
Mm-hmm.
माइंड भी है। मतलब कि मैं अपना एज एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर हूँ यूनिवर्सिटी में, तो काफ़ी चीज़ें हैं। अभी मैं विजिट करने जा रहा हूँ, तो फिर आगे कंपोस्ट भी मेरे पास अपनी फॉर्मुलेशन है, 15 दिन में मैं कंपोस्ट बना सकता हूँ ढंग से, जो पूरे पाकिस्तान में नहीं है। वो फार्मर्स को मैं दूंगा इंशाल्लाह ताला, वो मैंने एक रेसिपी बना ली है। कई चीज़ें हैं, लेकिन वो फार्मर्स को अब देखें, 25 रुपये के टमाटो बेच रहे हैं। टमाटो केचप अगर हम बना दें, तो वो 25 वाला टमाटो जो है वो 100 में चला जाएगा इस बात का। आपकी बात से मैं एग्री करता हूँ, लेकिन आगे बायर भी भेजने का, जिस तरह अब मुझे नहीं पता भी कॉमर्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स के अंदर ये सारी चीज़ें चली गई हैं, वो किस तरह सपोर्ट करते हैं कि वो हमें रेट देंगे टैक्स की, तो कोई भी ऑर्डर बाहर से आएगा तो वो हमें एडवांस पेमेंट देंगे, तो उसके बाद हमने प्रोसेस फर्दर को चलाना है। लेकिन वो कंसाइनमेंट मेरी फेल हो जाएगी और इस तरह चीज़ें काफ़ी होंगी बीच में। तो इसके इसके लिए कोई प्रॉपर, आप क्यों कराची में बैठे, कराची में तो ये बिजनेस बड़ा कॉमन है एक्सपोर्ट इम्पोर्ट का ना, क्योंकि वो सी है उधर। इस्लामाबाद में तो ड्राई पोर्ट से ही सारा है, वो बहुत इतना फंक्शनल नहीं है इसमें। मैंने वैसे अपनी इंटर्नशिप जो थी वो कमाड़ी एयरपोर्ट के कासिम पे की हुई है ऑलरेडी, लेकिन अब जो कनेक्शन नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम ये है जो एक्सपोर्टर इम्पोर्टर के साथ, वो कैसे बिल्ड करूँ, ये गाइड कर दूँ।
तारिक बेटा, आपको टीम बिल्ड करनी है और आपको 2-3 लोगों को अपने साथ रखना है।
जी जी
तारिक,
जी
आई
शुक्रिया।
आई एम गिविंग यू माय फोन नंबर. Okay?
ओके ओके मैडम।
All right. So I really want you to talk to me after the session. Okay?
ओके जी 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 मैडम, ठीक
So I will
है।
connect you with a person and then उससे देख लो बेटा आपकी क्या हेल्प हो जाती
चलो
है. All
ठीक
right?
है मैडम, थैंक यू।
Most welcome बेटा. You need a person, that's it. तुम्हें lead generate करना है. Not a big deal.
थैंक यू
Okay?
मैडम। ओके
Most welcome बेटा.
थैंक यू।
Okay,
Any other question?
there was one more question by Ibrahim. Does resourceful means that about showing up to work? बेटा इब्राहिम, रिसोर्सफुलनेस वो चीज़ है जो मैंने 3 सालों में सीखी है, और वो ये है कि आप खुद को प्रेजेंट करें, जो आपके पास कनेक्शन है उसको यूटिलाइज करें. यू आर yourself very resourceful, but you don't know how to use them. ओके सो रिसोर्सफुलनेस में आपकी नॉलेज आती है, आपका एफर्ट आता है और आपकी कनेक्शन आती है. सो इब्राहिम इज मिक्स ऑफ एवरीथिंग. इट्स फर्स्ट योर इनर यू, योर कॉन्टेक्ट्स, योरसेल्फ, व्हाट यू कैन डू फॉर योरसेल्फ, एंड व्हेन यू नो एग्जैक्टली दिस इज योर 100% ऑफ योर कैपेसिटी, उससे बढ़ने के बाद सेकंड स्टेप पे आपका वो आता है गवर्नमेंट फंडिंग, इन्वेस्टमेंट इन एक्स वाई जी. ओके, did you hear me? Ibrahim, should I repeat again?
Yes, ma'am, he heard. He replied in the comments. Okay, anybody else
Perfect.
who want to ask any question? If anybody want to ask any question, you can unmute and ask. Okay, ma'am, there are no questions here. I think हमारे सारे participants के जो questions हैं वो already answer हो चुके हैं और आपकी तरफ से बहुत अच्छा सेशन रहा, बहुत engaging और hopefully सबने बहुत learn किया होगा इस topic पर. सर इजहार को कहीं जाना था तो he left the session.
All right. Thank you so much, Gula Zahra.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for everything. Gula Zahra, I'm going to share the link with Izar Sahab, and he will be sharing that link. Please share with them, all of them. Okay. So,
Okay.
everybody, I am leaving now, but you all have my LinkedIn. बस आखिरी में जाते जाते हुए, that's one thing I would like to say. Please, connection के लिए request ना करें. Do not beg for attention. Okay. तरीका अपना खुद देखें, कहाँ पे आपकी राइट अलाइनमेंट है. कोई दूसरा आपके लिए काम नहीं करेगा. इवन मेंटोर भी बोलेगा बेटे खुद देख लो कौन कौन आपके कंपटीटर्स हैं, वो खुद बैठ के आपके लिए नहीं करेगा. ऑलराइट, सो यू हैव टू प्ले योर ओन वे. ओके, कीप वर्किंग ऑन दैट. स्टार्ट विद 20, you will find 60 more. Okay, keep digging and you will find the right connections then. All right, thank you so much. You have, all of you have my best to us. All the best. Inshallah, you all will be successful. Take care, everyone.
Thank you so much.